I'm Kiran Pasham. I'm the co-founder of splashBI with an extensive experience in both business intelligence and HR technologies. The technologies have been playing major role in a lot of the business areas, and HR is no exception. If you go back a little bit to 1990s and early 2000s, ERPs have played a major role where all the HR modules have been put in one product, but they were lacking the depth of it. So as the time progressed, a lot of new companies have come up with a lot of depth, like for example, the recruitment and succession planning, the performance management, onboarding. So like that, there's like whole HR functions has been divided, even for that matter, the benefits, the payroll, these are the old modules, they have been modernized. So because of these new technologies, new companies have formed, and now all companies are going with the best of breed to implement a lot of these new functionalities. So they still have the core HR in an ERP system, but these individual functionalities, they're going on cloud, and which needs a lot of integration, the talking between these products. So I think the technology is further going to go places within the HR that would help the companies increase the productivity of it and take care of the employees. The business intelligence plays a very key role in the HR in the current best of the breed application space. We had one of the keynote speakers, the Lasco Bach, mentioned at his company the data analytics play a major role in any people decisions. That's a great quote. And if you really look at the HR intelligence, it's divided into two parts. The transactional reporting and the analytical reporting. Transactional reporting a lot of times is being ignored because it's more for the day-to-day managers who manage the HR applications, and analytics is for more superiors and the C-level folks who are taking the HR decisions based on those analytics. But a lot of companies don't have good analytics to really look at them. So I would think that transactional reporting is something that needs to be looked at first, because it not only helps to do your job correctly, but also cleanse your data. And I hear from the companies that they cannot do analytics because their data is not clean. Believe me, many big companies, the data is not clean. So somewhere you have to start, so the transactional reporting could really help. Another important thing with the HR analytics is that the benchmarking. A lot of companies want to know how are they performing in the key areas of the HR compared to the other companies. Say for example, the cost to hire or the turnover ratio. How do they compare with the other companies, other leaders in the marketplace, and how can they be the leaders in this space? And same thing with the, say for example, the turnover ratio within the company, within the departments, one of them is higher, one of them is lower, even though they perform similar functions. So that could be looked at why it's happening. So HR intelligence it really helps the company to retain the employees, to train the employees, to make sure that all the your customers and also internal and external customers are happy. The splashBI fits right in the middle of these technologies. splashBI is a great visualization tool and very powerful transactional reporting tool that can connect to any of these HR data sources and pull the data and put in the middle of a warehouse and give you pre-built dashboards and reports. And especially in this best of the breed applications, it's difficult to get the data or go cross application reporting. Every HR application gives you some sort of a BI, whereas the splashBI sits in the middle and connects to all the systems and do a cross application reporting. Like an example, if you want to know who are the top performers and where are they coming from, which school have they gone to, or what is the prior job before coming to the organization. If you really look at it, the data is in multiple places. Performance management gives you the best performance, whereas the recruitment gives you where are they coming from and where did they work for, and the core HR data is in this one. So this is one example where if you have to go cross application reporting, splashBI really fits well. There is a scope for the automation in the HR space. A lot of the companies have these best of the breed applications. Like say for example, a HR application is on-premise and the recruitment is on cloud and the performance management is on the cloud. And the data that needs to be flowed between the system needs to be automated. And currently we see a lot of manual work, whether it is manual data entry, whether uploading to the files, manually somebody doing it. So there is a huge scope for the automation where an integration platform could be in the middle, moving the data between the system, which helps companies save money and also be accurate with all the data between these systems. The splashBI could really help the HR departments. First of all, it comes up with the pre-built content, irrespective of the HR data sources, whether it is the on-premise data source or the cloud applications that they have. So it puts all the data together and have the pre-built content. So it's like an installation versus a full implementation. So you can go right at it from day one. And the second reason is that it has great visualizations and also the transaction reporting, which is often ignored, that could really help to do the data cleansing and make sure that all the functions are going on correctly. And finally, the third reason is its ability to mash up the data with other applications, whether it is the finance application or whether it is the spreadsheets that they have. So they could really get the cross-application reporting between the recruiting, HR, payroll, benefits, performance, and learning management. So the cross-application reporting, I think, could be really benefit the HR departments.